Memory, as we commonly understand it, is often described as a mental filing cabinet, a place where facts, experiences, and images are neatly stored, ready to be pulled out whenever we need them. But this familiar analogy, while comforting, is profoundly misleading. In reality, memory is far more complex, dynamic, infallible than we tend to realize. The truth is, you've been lied to about how memory works. From an early age, we're taught to trust our memories. We believe that what we recall is an accurate reflection of what happened in the past. But decades of scientific research have shown that memory is not a passive record, but an active, reconstructive process. Every time you remember something, a conversation, an event, even the face of a loved one, your brain is not simply retrieving a stored file. Instead, it's piecing together fragments of information, filling in gaps, and sometimes even inventing details that were never there to begin with. Consider this. When you recall your last birthday party, you might picture the people who were there, the cake you ate, the gifts you received. You feel confident that your recollection is true. Yet studies show that each time you remember an event, your brain rewrites parts of it. The more you recall a memory, the more it can change. In fact, the act of remembering actually alters the memory itself. This process is called reconsolidation, and it means that memories are not fixed. They're malleable, constantly being reshaped by new experiences, emotions, and even the stories we tell ourselves. False memories are another startling aspect of how our minds work. In landmark experiments, psychologists have been able to implant entirely fictional memories into people's minds. Participants have come to believe with absolute certainty that they were once lost in a shopping mall as a child or that they met Bugs Bunny at Disneyland, despite the fact that these events never occurred. Our brains are incredibly suggestible, and memories can be manipulated by leading questions, social pressure, or simply by hearing someone else's account of an event. Even the details we're most sure of are vulnerable to distortion. Eyewitness testimony, once considered the gold standard in criminal cases, has been shown to be notoriously unreliable. Stress, fear, and the passage of time can all warp our recollections. Two people witnessing the same event can walk away with completely different memories of what happened. This isn't a sign of dishonesty, it's simply the way our brains operate. Why then do our minds work this way? Evolution may hold the answer. The ability to adapt our memories based on new information helps us learn and survive. If you were bitten by a dog as a child, your memory of that event will likely become more vivid and emotionally charged over time, helping you remain cautious around dogs in the future. Our memories are designed to be flexible, allowing us to update our understanding of the world as circumstances change. But this flexibility comes at a cost. We are all prone to memory errors, mixing up dates, misremembering conversations, or confusing dreams with reality. And because we're so confident in our recollections, these mistakes can have real consequences, from personal misunderstandings to wrongful convictions. So the next time you find yourself certain about a memory, pause and reflect. Memory is not a videotape, faithfully recording life as it happens. It's a living, breathing process shaped by your experiences, your emotions, and your imagination. Understanding the truth about memory doesn't mean you can't trust your mind, but it does remind you to approach your memories with curiosity, humility, and a healthy dose of skepticism. The stories we tell ourselves are powerful, but they may not always be true.